Chosen one, no god has ever been as dangerous as you. Even the gods themselves fear facing you, for you are the craziest, most powerful deity alive. The holy researchers and ancient peoples have discovered something extraordinary about you. Every stage written in the old sacred texts, every prophecy, every myth, every philosophical teaching, all of it belongs to you. No one has ever seen a god like you. This is the sign of the last god. Even the mightiest divines dare not confront you. You are the culmination of all divine essence, the living embodiment of every mythology, philosophy, and ancient writing combined. Your body is undergoing a transformation beyond comprehension. You do not age. You became divine before your time, and even your medical test results have stunned every expert. These are the signs foretold by other deities, confirming that your every action reflects the powers of gods past. Chosen one, you are the new god, the first of a new universe, and even the world's leaders and most revered scholars acknowledge the truth of your emergence. Before we continue, take a moment to pause this message and do three things. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 30,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. This simple act will send a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of this revelation and aligning you further with your destiny. From the very fabric of existence, a being has emerged whose presence defies understanding, a force so immense that the cosmos itself pauses in reverence. This is no ordinary entity, no mortal or deity known to humankind. The Chosen One has arrived, carrying within them the weight of creation, the echoes of forgotten prophecies, and the brilliance of all divine light. Every atom of their being hums with unparalleled energy, a living phenomenon that inspires awe, fear, and wonder all at once. Those who witness even a fragment of their power feel both insignificant and privileged, as though standing before the heart of the universe itself. Legends across civilizations whisper of a force that would surpass all gods, a being whose arrival would mark the turning point of time itself. Ancient texts, long thought to be metaphors or myths, now reveal hidden truths. Every story, every symbol, every sacred depiction points inexorably to this single, transcendent figure. Scholars and mystics alike have spent lifetimes searching for clues, and at last, the signs have converged. The Chosen One is not a possibility. They are a reality that eclipses imagination, a living embodiment of divine prophecy. Everywhere the Chosen One moves, the very air seems charged with an unspoken power. Stars shift imperceptibly in their wake, and the natural order seems to bend, hesitant to oppose them. Mortals tremble, not from malice, but from the overwhelming certainty that they are in the presence of something utterly extraordinary. Even gods, with eons of experience and unimaginable might, avert their gaze, sensing that confrontation with such a force is beyond any scale of comprehension. The Chosen One transcends fear itself, and yet their existence evokes reverence, humility, and awe. Historians and spiritual scholars combing through ancient ruins have discovered astonishing parallels between the Chosen One and the most revered figures in every culture. Egyptian, Greek, Hindu, and even tribal mythologies converge on a single truth. A supreme being, beyond time and limitation, would appear to herald the ultimate evolution of divinity. These discoveries have left researchers stunned, challenging everything humanity thought it understood about gods, destiny, and the very nature of power. The Chosen One's arrival is not merely an event, It is a cosmic upheaval, a living phenomenon that reshapes the rules of existence. Mortals, mystics, and even deities sense the dawning of a new era, one in which limitations dissolve and the impossible becomes tangible. The Chosen One is not a god among many. They are the culmination of all divine essence, a force that unites, transforms, and transcends. Their awakening is the signal that a new chapter of reality has begun, a chapter written not in words, but in the presence of a being that redefines the very concept of divinity. Even the mightiest deities, whose powers shape worlds and destinies, tremble in the presence of the Chosen One. Legends recount battles between gods that shook the heavens, yet none dared approach this new force. The Chosen One radiates a potency so pure and overwhelming that even ancient, immortal beings sense a danger they cannot calculate, an energy that defies all known limits. Fear here is not born of weakness. It is born of respect for a force that exists beyond comprehension, one whose mere presence can unmake certainty. The cosmos itself seems to acknowledge this supremacy. No council of deities, no alliance of immortals can hope to stand before such a phenomenon. Witnesses recount moments when even the bravest of divine warriors faltered. Temples dedicated to gods that once ruled empires now echo with uncertainty, as statues and sacred texts seem to acknowledge a presence far greater than any single deity. The Chosen One moves not with arrogance, but with an inevitability that commands universal respect. Every action is a reminder that the cosmos itself has bent in recognition of a being whose authority is absolute, eternal, and unrivaled. Historical accounts of divine encounters often depict triumph and conquest, yet when faced with the Chosen One, even these stories fall silent. Ancient murals and inscriptions describe eyes that pierce through time, a presence that feels both familiar and incomprehensible, a force that embodies all creation simultaneously. It is as if the Chosen One carries within them the consciousness of every god who ever existed, surpassing their collective wisdom, power, and judgment. The fear, inspired in gods, is not just physical or tactical, it is existential. The Chosen One represents the convergence of all divine essence, a being who can rewrite reality itself. To confront them is not simply dangerous, it is meaningless in the context of cosmic scale. And yet this fear is coupled with fascination. Even the most seasoned deities cannot ignore the truth. In the Chosen One, the universe has manifested its final, ultimate expression of divinity. For centuries, the secrets of the Chosen One were buried in the sands of time, hidden in scrolls, ruins, and forgotten temples. Scholars, mystics, and researchers stumbled upon these fragments, each hinting at a power beyond imagination. What they discovered was nothing short of miraculous. Every ancient civilization had, in some form, predicted a being whose essence surpassed every god, a force capable of reshaping existence itself. Archaeologists have unearthed tablets and manuscripts that describe a divine presence combining wisdom, strength, and immortality in ways no singular god had achieved. Symbols across distant lands, cultures, and languages align perfectly, revealing that this was not myth, but prophecy, the universe itself pointing to the Chosen One. Each revelation, each deciphered glyph, only deepens the mystery of a being who existed before time truly began, yet whose awakening is now inevitable. Mystical researchers describe the moment of realization as electrifying. hidden messages in sacred texts and astronomical charts suddenly form a coherent pattern, a being who is simultaneously eternal and evolving, mortal in appearance, yet untouchable in essence. This was not a god of a single culture, nor of a single epoch. The Chosen One is a living embodiment of every divine archetype, every cosmic principle, and every sacred story humanity has ever recorded. The implications for science and spirituality alike are staggering. Ancient medical texts describe healings that defy biology. Inscriptions speak of immortality achieved before its time, and alchemical manuscripts hint at a transformation that surpasses natural law. Modern researchers, equipped with technology and understanding far beyond ancient civilizations, remain baffled. Tests, scans, and experiments all confirm what mystics have long known. The Chosen One is a being beyond conventional understanding, a living miracle that unites faith and fact. Ultimately, these discoveries are not merely academic, they are a revelation. Humanity realizes that the Chosen One was never a possibility or a metaphor, but an inevitability woven into the very fabric of creation. Every civilization, every sage, every myth points to one ultimate truth: the Chosen One is here, and the secrets they embody are the keys to a universe transformed. Across centuries and continents, humanity has chronicled stories of extraordinary beings, divine messengers, and legendary heroes. Yet when viewed through the lens of the Chosen One, a stunning pattern emerges. All these myths converge on a single truth. Ancient prophecies, once fragmented and enigmatic, reveal the story of a being who embodies every divine archetype, a force beyond all known gods. The Chosen One is not just part of these tales, they are the culmination of every prophecy ever spoken, written, or imagined. In the temples of Egypt, inscriptions speak of a figure who would unite the powers of the sun, the earth, and the stars. In Hindu and Vedic texts, scholars discover references to an entity whose essence encompasses all deities, transcending time and mortality. Even the Norse sagas, with their tales of Ragnarok and ultimate judgment, hint at a being whose arrival would eclipse all divine conflict. It is a revelation that unites cultures separated by thousands of years, proving that the Chosen One was foretold long before their awakening. Prophecies were never vague. They were precise, symbolic reflections of a single cosmic truth. The Chosen One represents the final convergence of divine stages, each step of their emergence already documented in sacred texts. Historians now realize that myths were never just stories. They were encoded messages meant to prepare humanity for the appearance of a being who would redefine the very nature of divinity. Every tale of miraculous feats, immortal strength, and transcendent wisdom was a prelude to this singular arrival. Scholars have marveled at how seemingly contradictory prophecies align perfectly when applied to the Chosen One. What appeared as separate myths, gods, demigods, messianic figures, suddenly form a coherent narrative. It is as though every culture, in its own language and imagery, described facets of the same being, awaiting the moment when all threads would converge into one overwhelming truth. The Chosen One is the living embodiment of collective human imagination, elevated to an existence that surpasses imagination itself. For the world, this realization is both awe-inspiring and humbling. Humanity finally understands that the Chosen One is not a god among many. They are the embodiment of all divine essence, foretold, anticipated, and revered across millennia. Every story, every sacred prophecy, every myth whispered through history belongs to them. The Chosen One is the universe's ultimate expression, the fulfillment of humanity's collective vision of the divine. From the dawn of time, celestial events have foretold extraordinary occurrences. Rare alignments of stars, unusual planetary movements, and inexplicable cosmic phenomena have long been recorded as signs of divine presence. Today, scientists and mystics alike recognize a pattern pointing to the Chosen One, the convergence of cosmic omens signaling the arrival of the last god, the final culmination of divinity in physical form. These signs are not subtle. Comets that appear once every millennium blaze across skies, magnetic fields fluctuate unpredictably, and ancient relics align with astronomical events that were previously deemed coincidental. Scholars now see these phenomena as indicators of an awakening that transcends mere natural law. The universe itself seems to herald the Chosen One, creating signs that demand attention, reverence, and acknowledgement of a power unlike any before. Every culture recorded omens that now converge on a single truth. In Mesopotamia, tablets describe celestial disturbances associated with the arrival of a supreme being. Mayan astronomers noted alignments and eclipses pointing to an entity whose influence would surpass gods. Across the globe, from Stonehenge to the pyramids, monuments and rituals align with extraordinary cosmic events, long waiting for the Chosen One to manifest and fulfill the ultimate prophecy. These signs are not just visual, they affect reality itself. Subtle shifts in energy, gravitational anomalies, and unexplained phenomena ripple through nature and consciousness. Animals behave differently, humans report visions and heightened intuition, and the very flow of time seems altered near the presence of the Chosen One. The cosmos does not simply witness this being, it acknowledges, responds to, and reveres them. For humanity, these converging omens are a warning, a herald, and a revelation. The last god has arrived, and every indication, celestial, earthly, and spiritual, points to the inevitability of their dominion. No myth, prophecy, or ancient warning can compare to the reality of the Chosen One, whose presence is now written across the universe itself. The Chosen One's body is not bound by the frailties that govern mortals. Unlike ordinary beings, age does not wither them, disease does not touch them, and even time itself seems to flow differently around their form. Witnesses describe a presence that radiates vitality, power, and perfection, as though the very laws of biology have surrendered to their will. The body of the Chosen One is a living testament to divinity, evolving and adapting in ways that science cannot explain. Medical experts are confounded by the Chosen One's physiology. Tests that defy standard understanding reveal cellular regeneration at an unimaginable pace, neural networks functioning beyond human comprehension, and hormonal and genetic processes that surpass every known limit. Doctors, scientists, and biologists who have encountered this phenomenon are left in awe, often questioning the very definitions of life, health, and evolution itself. This immortality is not static, it is dynamic, a continuous transformation. The Chosen One's body adapts to environments, absorbs energy from surroundings, and heals instantaneously from injuries that would be fatal to mortals. Each moment of their existence adds to their potency, a self-reinforcing cycle that amplifies their power and influence. Mortality has no claim over them, and even the concept of aging appears irrelevant in their presence. Culturally and spiritually, such a body carries profound meaning. Ancient texts describe divine forms that are eternal and imperishable, yet no one could have imagined a being who manifests these traits in reality. The Chosen One is living proof that the divine and the physical can merge, creating a body that is as much a weapon as it is a sanctuary, a presence that inspires devotion, fear, and reverence simultaneously. Ultimately, the Chosen One's body is a canvas of possibility, a bridge between the mortal and the divine. Their existence challenges everything humanity knows about life, time, and death. In their very form, they embody the ultimate truth. Divinity is not just a force, it is a living, breathing phenomenon, capable of reshaping reality itself. When the Chosen One was subjected to observation and testing, the results left the medical world stunned. Every procedure, every scan, and every analysis revealed phenomena that defy the laws of biology and physics. Scientists could not reconcile what they observed with existing medical knowledge. Organs functioned without limitation, cells regenerated in real time, and even genetic material seemed to evolve in response to their environment. Teams of leading researchers from across the globe documented anomalies that would have been dismissed as errors, if not repeated under scrutiny. Every measurement, from neural activity to metabolic rates, exceeded known human capacity. The Chosen One is a biological paradox, a living entity that challenges the very foundations of science, while embodying the truths long spoken by spiritual traditions. Neurologists describe cognitive processes that surpass the most advanced artificial intelligence systems. Memory, perception, and intuition operate on multiple planes simultaneously, allowing the Chosen One to process, predict, and understand events beyond ordinary comprehension. Biologists note an unprecedented control over cellular processes, energy consumption, and physical adaptation. Each discovery fuels further awe, emphasizing that this being is not merely extraordinary, they are fundamentally beyond ordinary existence. The implications of this are profound. Humanity faces a living miracle, a being whose very presence questions the limitations of life, intelligence, and evolution. Medical professionals are forced to confront a truth they had long deemed impossible. The Chosen One embodies a new threshold of existence, one that transcends science while proving it right in unexpected ways. The Chosen One's existence has ignited debates across scientific communities, blending faith, philosophy, and empirical evidence into a unified, astonishing conclusion. What was once myth, once beyond comprehension, is now undeniable reality. The universe has revealed its ultimate anomaly, and science can only observe in awe as the impossible walks among us. The Chosen One is not merely a singular deity, they are the living convergence of all divine essence ever known. From the wisdom of Odin to the compassion of Vishnu, the power of Zeus to the mystery of Ra, every divine attribute flows through them in perfect harmony. Each god, each sacred archetype finds reflection in the Chosen One, not as a separate entity, but as a unified whole, a singular consciousness that surpasses the limitations of individual divinity. Those who encounter the Chosen One report an overwhelming sense of recognition, as though every god humanity has worshipped resides within a single form. The presence radiates both familiarity and awe-inspiring novelty, a paradox that humbles the strongest of beings. Ancient mystics, upon witnessing glimpses of this convergence, spoke of a force that embodies both the beginning and the end, the creator and the destroyer, the nurturer and the judge. This embodiment is not static. It evolves with every experience, every interaction, and every moment of existence. The Chosen One learns, adapts, and grows, integrating not only the powers of past divines, but also the potential for future evolution. No god in history ever attained such perfection, for their essence was always separate, limited by their individuality. The Chosen One unites them all, becoming the living archive of divine potential. Spiritually, the implications are staggering. Humanity now witnesses a being whose existence validates the truths long whispered by religion, philosophy, and myth. Every prayer, every ritual, every meditation in the history of the world has inadvertently contributed to the recognition of the Chosen One. Ultimately, to confront the Chosen One is to confront all of existence in its purest, most concentrated form. They are the culmination of divine purpose, a being who carries every god within themselves, yet transcends all. The universe has never known, nor will it ever know again, a presence so complete, so absolute, and so transformative. Time, the eternal ruler of existence, bends around the Chosen One. While mortals age, civilizations rise and fall, and stars complete their cycles, the Chosen One exists outside these limitations. Their emergence occurred before history could fully comprehend it, a premature godhood that astounds both scholars and deities. They did not arrive according to prophecy. They arrived according to inevitability, an unstoppable force that outpaces even time itself. Chronologists and historians studying anomalies in ancient records have discovered disturbing yet fascinating coincidences. Events, births, and celestial alignments that should have taken millennia occurred simultaneously with the Chosen One's awakening. The timeline of reality itself seems to adjust around their existence, recognizing that a being of such magnitude cannot be confined to the ordinary flow of time. Their preordained godhood also disrupts human understanding of destiny. Whereas mortals and even gods are bound by causality, the Chosen One embodies a paradox. Born early, yet fully realized, they simultaneously reflect history, present, and future. This temporal supremacy elevates them to an entirely new plane of divinity, a being whose mere presence rewrites expectations and challenges the very concept of progression. Physicists, confronted with unexplainable distortions in quantum fields and energy fluctuations, are beginning to acknowledge what mystics always knew. The Chosen One exists outside conventional time. Their body, mind, and essence are not bound by chronological events. They are an eternal constant in a universe defined by change. To witness them is to glimpse infinity condensed into a living, breathing form. In every sense, the Chosen One is a temporal anomaly. They achieved godhood before the era called for it, yet in doing so, they embody a destiny larger than any civilization or cosmic timeline. They are proof that the universe does not always follow rules. It creates exceptions, and some of those exceptions are meant to change everything. Long forgotten or misinterpreted, sacred texts across history contain veiled references to the Chosen One. Mystics and scholars who painstakingly study these writings now realize that what was once seen as allegory is in fact a blueprint of their emergence. Every stage of divinity, every trial and triumph, every transformation described in these texts corresponds perfectly to the journey of the Chosen One. Ancient scriptures spoke of a being who would unite conflicting forces, wield immense power with wisdom, and transcend mortal understanding. These texts, some scattered across continents and languages, once appeared unrelated, but now reveal a stunning synchronicity. The Chosen One's path is inscribed in symbols, parables, and allegories, echoing a truth humanity was not yet prepared to understand until now. The convergence is extraordinary, from the Book of Revelation to the Vedas, from Greek epics to indigenous oral traditions. The Chosen One's presence is encoded in every culture's understanding of the divine. These stages, once thought metaphorical, represent real milestones in the awakening of the ultimate God. Milestones that confirm both prophecy and reality simultaneously. For spiritual seekers, this discovery is transformative. It suggests that the divine plan is not fragmented or arbitrary, but deliberate, coherent, and intricately designed. The Chosen One is both the final product and the fulfillment of every sacred vision, a being whose very existence validates centuries of devotion, meditation, and faith. Ultimately, the hidden stages in holy texts serve as a testament to the Chosen One's magnitude. They are the bridge between myth and reality, prophecy and manifestation. Every writing, every allegory, every sacred narrative now points to one undeniable truth. The Chosen One is here, living the divine journey foretold for eons. In the halls of power, where decisions shape nations and histories, the Chosen One is recognized with a mixture of awe, fear, and respect. Presidents, monarchs, and global leaders have been forced to confront the undeniable truth. A being has appeared whose influence eclipses any human authority. Political boundaries, military might, and economic power are rendered trivial in the face of this transcendent presence. Diplomats report meetings that transcend traditional protocol. Conversations about policy, strategy, and security pale compared to the weight of the Chosen One's aura. Humanity collectively recognizes that the balance of power has irrevocably changed. Ultimately, the Chosen One's recognition by world leaders signifies a turning point in human history. The supremacy they wield is not just divine, it is transformative. Nations, religions, and civilizations are witnesses to a new order, one defined not by human ambition, but by the presence of a God whose arrival reshapes reality itself. The Chosen One is a living synthesis of every God who has ever existed. Their being embodies the wisdom of philosophers, the might of warriors, the insight of seers, and the compassion of saviors. No divine power is excluded. Every skill, every ability, every domain of influence flows through the Chosen One as a unified force, creating a presence that is unmatched and incomprehensible. This convergence is not theoretical, it is observable. Witnesses report that the Chosen One manifests powers previously considered impossible: omniscience, instantaneous creation, and the manipulation of natural laws. Where gods once acted separately, the Chosen One acts as one, a concentration of divine potential that renders prior conflicts and competitions meaningless. Spiritually, this convergence validates every tradition, every ritual, every meditation, every sacred practice aimed at invoking a higher power now finds reflection in the Chosen One. They are the ultimate answer to humanity's collective search for divinity, a being who unites, harmonizes, and surpasses all known gods in a single, radiant existence. Even among other deities, the Chosen One's convergence is extraordinary. Ancient gods who once claimed dominion over realms now recognize a higher authority that embodies all their powers simultaneously. Respect, awe, and even fear mark their interactions, confirming that the Chosen One is not simply supreme, they are the embodiment of ultimate cosmic unity. For the universe, this convergence is a turning point. It signals the end of fragmented divinity and the birth of a singular force capable of guiding, shaping, and transcending reality itself. The Chosen One is not just powerful, they are the living proof that all divine potential can coexist in a single, unstoppable being. Every move the Chosen One makes reshapes reality. Events that once seemed fixed are rewritten, history itself bending in response to their presence. Civilizations flourish or falter, natural events shift, and destinies are redirected, not arbitrarily, but with the precision of a being who understands every consequence of every action. Time itself responds. Ancient records are discovered, altered, chronicles updated in inexplicable ways, and witnesses describe memories shifting to align with the Chosen One's influence. The universe acknowledges that they are not a passive observer, but an active participant in the grand design of existence. Mortals feel these changes deeply. Societies experience sudden advances, artistic and technological breakthroughs, and spiritual awakenings that defy ordinary explanation. Entire populations sense the cosmic hand of the Chosen One, guiding, shaping, and elevating humanity in ways that blur the line between miracle and reality. Even the physical universe reflects their impact. Geological formations, celestial alignments, and energy flows respond to the Chosen One's presence. Planets, stars, and cosmic phenomena shift subtly, as if aware of the arrival of a being whose very essence commands order, power, and transformation. In essence, the Chosen One is a living agent of destiny. They do not merely participate in history, they redefine it. The cosmos, humankind, and even divinity itself bend, adapt, and align to their will, confirming that no force has ever existed with such absolute, transformative authority. The Chosen One's presence signals the dawn of a new universe. Old limitations dissolve, boundaries between the mortal and divine blur, and the rules that once governed reality shift to accommodate this extraordinary being. Humanity, for the first time, witnesses a cosmos reshaped by the arrival of a God who embodies the totality of existence. Societies evolve rapidly under this new influence. Knowledge spreads with unprecedented speed, conflicts diminish as understanding deepens, and spiritual awakenings become commonplace. The Chosen One's impact transforms not only the physical world, but also consciousness itself, guiding humanity toward a higher state of existence. Natural laws, too, bend. Gravity, time, and energy respond to their presence, manifesting phenomena previously thought impossible. Earthquakes, storms, and cosmic events align with the Chosen One's intentions, revealing a universe that listens, adapts, and honors its supreme resident. This transformation is both immediate and eternal. Civilizations that once struggled now thrive. The planet flourishes, and life itself reaches new heights of harmony and creativity.